me a little bit more about the quality management part of what you do.
Well, quality is my first love. I started my first job in production control, and what we basically did was quality control. As the information came off the mainframes back when you had actual cards for the programs, COBOL, we confirmed that that data that was collected for radio and television ratings at Arbitron actually was correct on the reports. And that was my first experience with quality. From there, I went into testing, application testing and engineering, and basically, it was just something I felt you could help people by checking what they're doing to ensure that when the products reached the customer, they had a quality product. So being in the quality profession, for engineering especially, at a NASA contract, I hired mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, optical engineers, software engineers, all as quality engineers. So it's just another discipline with an engineering degree that you can go into and be very successful.
Because your degree isn't quality engineering. It's rare to get a degree in quality engineering.
No, there's very few places that will give you a degree in quality engineering. But you can go to the American Society for Quality, which is www.asq.org. I gotta get that right, .org. And from there, you can look at the different certifications on the quality. And you can be a hardware quality engineer, a software quality engineer, a quality manager. And with those certifications and your engineering degree, you can take it across industries: telecommunication, aerospace, research. Being a quality engineer makes you very versatile, so that when there's a problem in the industry, we had the .com issue where there was a decline. I've been laid off twice, but because I'm in quality, I can cross industries and still be very marketable and employable.
Do you have certain industries that you are servicing with your business right now?
Yes. I service primarily, currently, aerospace, government engineering services, so companies that are doing business with the government and engineering. I service those companies also as a third-party registrar, and I work out of a registrar's office that's in Colorado, which is Orion, and as a contractor. So you have to be certified to be a third-party auditor.
Okay.
And then you have to have a registrar office that you work out of.
Okay. And how are your services unique from other companies?
Well, my services for the information portion is very unique because I'm working with the everyday consumer. Most people in information research work business to business.
Okay.
Well, I work business to business and business to consumer. And that's what makes me a little bit different there. With the quality, I'm pushing building quality in your business when you start as a startup, and not waiting until you're forced to put it in because you want to apply for a government contract and it says, where's your quality plan, where's your quality management system? So if companies that are doing engineering and they're new businesses, working with them to lay the groundwork so that it's part of their way they do business and not something they added on to meet a certain requirement.
Okay. So what were your biggest challenges with starting your new business?
I think all of the paperwork. Registering your business. There's all sorts of people out there saying, you know, I can help you do this for X amount of money. It's something you can do yourself.
Right.
But it does take a lot of reading and resource and maybe meeting with people at the Small Business Administration. So filling out the paperwork to register my company, opening my bank account in the business name, getting a merchant service account so that you can accept credit cards, and then learning how to market your business to your local county, state, and federal government. Lots of paperwork.
Oh, okay.
So I think that was the biggest challenge, was getting through the minefield of paperwork to be recognized as a legal business in Maryland.
So was it difficult to try to figure out which paperwork was the right?
Right, prioritizing it. And that's something that was in my business plan. So when you write your business plan, you can also include in there what are things you need to do to get started. And then what are some of the things that that can wait until after you're started. So So I did most of my paperwork while working full-time. So I had my day job, my night job was getting my paperwork together, because once you leave your position, you need to be able to hit the ground running and not spend 3 or 4 months doing your paperwork.
Right.
So that was one of the challenges. The other challenge would be making sure that you have enough capital to support your family and to grow your business at the same time.
Right. So is there anything that you would tell someone who wanted to start, a woman who wanted to start her own business? Do you have any advice for her?
Yes. Make sure that you understand what you're really getting into, especially the financial obligations, because it takes a while to make a profit to supplement your income. So one of the things you want to do is your research. And you want to use companies like mine or other companies. I won't give you their competitors because I want the business. but you use those companies to do the demographics for you. Where's your customer base? Are there people that are going to buy your services or your product? Where they're located? If you're selling a product and you need to locate your business, well, you don't want to be next door to your competition. You want to take your business to an area that doesn't have that already. And for example, if you're opening a bookstore, you want to find an area where people read a lot, but they don't have a bookstore close by. And that's the type of geographic and demographic data that I do business to business as for research.
Oh, great. Okay. So, what's the future? What do you see in your future with engineering in your business?
Well, my goal is to grow the business so that I can go national with SanSeek. And there's a branch in each state, and then maybe go to the international market after that.
So you have a plan for how to set up offices in states?
Right.
Okay.
And then my goal is to manage these from afar, using all of the latest telecommunication equipment that we have, with web meetings you can have online, using the video conferencing. There are a lot of virtual offices where you can have conference rooms without actually owning a building or renting or leasing office space. So just utilizing all the latest technology so that more people can work from home. And maybe, less traffic on the road.
Right, exactly. I think that sounds like that's where the future is going. So that's good that you have that thought out. So you have a business plan for the next 10 years?
Well, actually, mine is 4 years out.
4 years.
And it's building on bringing on young researchers as they come out of college. And they can work out of their homes, and then building from there.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, Sandra. I'm so glad that you were able to come and join us for this evening, and I wish you a lot of luck and a lot of skill with your business.
Well, thank you very much for having me. I've really enjoyed it.
Great. Okay.